Ooh, what's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. So, we got some breaking news right now regarding Fake Paul. Fake Paul. In fact, let's hear from the dude here.
Obviously, devastating news. I'm heartbroken, speechless, like gutted. We've been working so hard over here, everyone in this camp, and I just feel bad for everyone involved in this event. The whole undercard, this is opportunity has been ripped from all of us. But I do value Mike's health first and foremost. Love that guy. I have so much respect for him, and I want Mike to be healthy. That you want to do this in Q4, you just need a little bit of time. So I'm ready whenever you are.
Anyway, that's Fake Paul talking about the fight that's been rescheduled. Essentially, Mike Tyson's falling apart. He's old. He's falling apart at the seams, allegedly. So, that fight got cancelled. And now Jake Paul is fixing to fight Mike Perry on the same day. I think it's like July 20th or whatever. So I respect Fake Paul for that. Well, I mean, he could have cancelled it and hang around waiting. He's fighting someone. Mike Perry does come to fight. This will probably be the first fight where someone comes to fight Jake Paul. But Mike Perry's light in the back. What was Mike Perry used to campaign at 170, didn't he? I'm pretty sure. So he's light in the back, which is the Fake Paul MO. The Fake Paul MO is, I'm fixing to come in 200 pounds and you're going to be 170. I'm 5'9". Mike Perry weight is a mixed bare knuckle. I want to see where he's competing at, because Mike Perry, has been a lot of hype about Mike Perry. So Fake Paul's fighting Mike Perry on July 20th to replace Mike Tyson. The Mike Tyson fight has also been rescheduled for November 15th. Jake Paul will not wait for November 15th for scheduling to get back into the ring. Paul has decided to keep that date, the date that was slated for the blockbuster showdown. Mike Tyson and will instead face mixed martial artist and bare knuckle fighting champion Platinum Mike Perry in an 8-round fight, 8-round cruiserweight bout in Florida. So I'm trying to work out now where he's been fighting at with the bare knuckle thing, because that will tell us his weight, right? They're fighting at cruiserweight. The cruiserweight limit's 200 pounds. So Fake Paul, he's going to come in 210. He's going to be bulking, no doubt. Here we go. Perry faced former... Here we go. BKFC middleweight champion. He won by knockout in the first round. So, listen. Perry's been getting a lot of momentum in bare knuckle. He's the champion. Or he's certainly something like that, I don't know. But it's, do you understand? Middleweight championship. I don't know what's going on here. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got no idea what's going on. I'm trying to work out the weight. See what I mean? Weight limit. Mike Perry is campaigning at middleweight. Yeah? Which is 175 pounds. And he didn't look super lean to me. Let's have a look here. This is Mike Perry versus Eddie Alvarez, which was a yeah, which is 175. So you can, I mean, he's not, obviously he's an athlete. He looks athletic here. But the point is, he looks healthy there, I'd say. Look, you can see that angle here. Mike Perry here at 175 looks healthy. Right? You wouldn't say he's bloated. You wouldn't say he's too skinny. He looks healthy at 175. Fake Paul's fighting him at 200 pounds. 25. And Fake Paul, he's like 6'3" and 6'2", 6'1", and bulky. So he's fighting, I think Mike Perry's like 5'6" or something. Let's have a look how tall Mike Perry is. Mike Perry. Height. So Jake Paul's about, what, 3 inches taller. So if Jake Paul's 6'2", this guy's 5'11", but I think that's made up. Mike Perry don't look big like that. Mike Perry, UFC weight. Let's peep this. He fought at welterweight, which is 170. So yeah, he's a 175er. At the most, bottom line, he fought at 170 in the UFC and 175 bare knuckle. That is his weight, people. Fake Paul's fighting him at cruiserweight, 200 pounds. So Fake Paul going to win. So I heard a lot of hype about Mike Perry. He knocking everyone out. Mike Perry Bare knuckle. I'm trying to see who the champion is. Bare knuckle fighting championship. Weight champion. I want to see who the champion is. A bare knuckle. Bare knuckle boxing. Let's have a look at the fighter titles. Minimum weight. Where is the middleweight? Welterweight. Middleweight. Okay, so who knows, people? Who knows? I can't tell you. This website's hard to follow. Either way, Mike Perry isn't the middleweight champion. Either way, he's been having a lot of good wins and some good momentum. I've heard a lot about him. And I thought, maybe he can do something. So 2-2s, I went and watched his free fight, which is his second to last fight with Eddie Alvarez. And oh my God, this guy. And it's hard, to be fair, in bare knuckle. Bare knuckles I don't like it. You know me, I'm all for kind of people having a go and whatnot, but I don't like the bare knuckle part. I think it just causes unnecessary damage. I like 4-ounce gloves. 4-ounce gloves is what sports should be fought in. You don't break your hand so much. You don't get your face all cut up unnecessarily. The bare knuckle is just a bit too grim for me. I don't enjoy watching it. I find it ghastly to watch. That said, he's so leaky. Eddie Alvarez was actually winning the fight, but he got his face bone broken. Again, I think the bare knuckle part of things, it breaks bones much more easily. And that's just nasty. Now listen, if you've got these little gloves on and you get your face broke, that's one thing, but it's just inevitable. How many times have you seen someone's face get broken in the first round in a boxing fight? You just don't, because the gloves are there to protect. It's just too much for me personally. Anyway, the point is, Mike Perry was eating shots and he's loose as a goose. He's going to be smaller than Jake Paul. Don't get me wrong. In terms of who's harder, who's coming to fight, it's Mike Perry all day. But Jake Paul's big enough, he'll be able to just step back and walk this. He's leaky. It's not like Mike Perry. If Mike Perry was like a Pitbull Cruz with decent pressure fighting boxing technique, he's coming in, bobbing, weaving, hands up, that would be a different ball game. But Mike Perry's aggressive. Imagine, being aggressive with your hands by your waist. Like this, look. He comes roaring in with his hands down. I don't know, pulling back, look, his chin's in the air. Just leaky. A scrapper, a brawler. And Eddie Alvarez, all due respect, Eddie Alvarez is not a precision puncher. As a precision striker. McTapper showed that. Right? And and Eddie Alvarez was hitting him, he couldn't miss him. So, if you're running, look at these guys, if you're a pressure fighter, you can't press forward with your chin in the air and your hands by your chest. You just can't do it. And it's bare knuckle, so you don't have the gloves to protect you. It's kind of half easy to hide behind gloves. You can't hide behind bare hands, but regardless, technique is technique, and he don't have no technique. He's going to be smaller, less weight, significantly. Mike Perry is going to come in 20 pounds, at least 20 pounds less than Jake Paul. He's also going to be 3 or 4 inches smaller than Jake Paul in height and reach. And he's leaky. He hasn't got that boxing defense. He got the, I'm drunk on a Friday night at a pub kind of offense and defense. That's Mike Perry in a thing. Yeah? YB, sum up Mike Perry's boxing style. Okay. Friday night at the club about 4 a.m. That's the boxing squabble he got. End of the day. And if Fake Paul was his size, Mike Perry might be able to get in there and just be loose as a goose, running forward with his hands down and mix it up. But the weight, it'll just be too much. It'll be too much. But I'd love to see Mike Perry touch him. The one good thing for Mike Perry is he can take shots in little gloves and and bare knuckle hands. Go into boxing gloves and 10-ounce gloves, a lot more padding. He might be able to weather some of it. If he can weather some of the storm early and just get on Fake Paul. If Mike Perry can make it to the second half of the fight, he might end up winning. Just by out-grinding him. But the chances are he either gets knocked out in the first half, or Fake Paul couldn't knock out Nate Diaz, but Nate Diaz, he's leaky, and who knows actually, because Nate Diaz is leaky. Nate Diaz is the same kind of thing, he just comes forward slapping. So, and Fake Paul couldn't do nothing with him. Nate Diaz doesn't have the aggression of Mike Perry, but that very aggression may end up getting him got. So, of course, the favourite's Jake Paul. I'd love to see Mike Perry get it done though. I just don't see, it's just too leaky for me. Too leaky. Yeah, Jake Paul's no good, yeah. Jake Paul has no heart whatsoever, but he does have some technique, right? He has no heart, but his technique is what, out of 10? If 10 out of 10 is kind of the primo boxers, fake Paul's like a 5. No heart, but 5 out of 10 skill. Mike Perry, 10 out of 10 heart, but his skill is like a 1 or a 2. Literally, watch Eddie Alvarez ping him up. And Eddie Alvarez can't strike like that, right? Eddie Alvarez is slow as molasses. He Joe Joyce's cousin. Do you understand, people? Now, of course, the MMA... where are they? Of course, the MMA cats have got behind Mike Perry, Michael Bisping. Michael Bisping believes Jake Paul is making a tremendous mistake by fighting former UFC star before Mike Tyson. Let's get the quotes here. Perry suffered a knockout loss in his... Oh no. Perry suffered a knockout loss in his lone boxing bout in 2015. But after leaving the UFC, he transitioned to bare knuckle boxing. Oh, people. So he's already been knocked out in boxing. Oops. You're going to get knocked out. Let me tell you this now, people. If fake Paul... Fake Paul couldn't knock out Nate Diaz and it pissed me off. If fake Paul don't stop this guy, he is washed. Useless. You've got 20 pounds in weight, 3 inches in height. If you can't make this guy leaky, he's been knocked out. If fake Paul can't get this done, he's no good. Completely no good. He can't box. Because a real boxer would tear this kind of cat apart. For sure. So Bisping said, Michael Schillersbing said, Jake Paul is rolling the dice here. Mike Perry is a savage. And he's got... See, I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. Mike Perry is a savage and he's got good technique. Like, what? That's the problem with some of these mixed martial arts dudes, yeah? You, man, all due respect, you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, you cats are used to watching dudes on the floor rolling around. Fair play. Someone got to do it, right? Some grown man has to roll on the floor with another dude. But stick to that. People, if you watch Mike Perry box, yeah, and tell me... Don't get me wrong. I already told you, he's got great heart. Mike Perry's 9, he's in the upper echelons of heart, right? What he is not, though, is someone with good technique. He absolutely does not have good technique. No technique does he have. Hopefully, he's only got a month, so hopefully in a month he can kind of cuten up, but it's unlikely. He's like 50 years old. So here's who he is now. His best bet is that fake Paul can't punch, and I don't know if fake Paul can punch. He was in there sticking it on Nate Diaz, couldn't do nothing, so... Hopefully, but there's so many factors with Jake Paul. He always has the size as well. He's not just fighting people who can't box a lick. He's fighting people who can't box a lick and who are half his size. Like, whoa, it's stacked against. It's stacked against. The odds are always stacked against. But yeah, it's intriguing. Will I watch it? Yeah, I'll watch it. Hopefully, I'm wrong. Hopefully, I'm wrong, and Bisping does know more than about dudes rolling on the floor. Let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, like off the bell, 100%, no doubt about it.